Assalamu alaikum, guys. This is just a quick video today about when it's time to come off the apps or take a break from the apps. I'm kind of going to start it as like a story time and just tell you like three conversations that I had in, 1 week that kind of made me think I need to take a step back from the apps because it's just going to get really depressing and I'm going to start to develop a complex and think something's wrong with me. And I think that can happen. Sometimes you literally just need to take a step back from swiping, and talking to loads of different people and just take a break. The reason I say this is because a lot of people out there are weird and you will start to feel like you're the weird one, but it's not, it's them. So the first story that I have, me and this guy matched and he literally asked me like, how are you? I said, how are you? You're at work today. And then his next question was, do you think it's weird if I take a girl shopping on a first date? So in my head, I thought, you know what? I'm going to give him a blah. He might be talking about me and him. No. He was talking about a date that he had been on. And he was like, do you think it's basically a bops for me to take a girl on shopping on a first date? And I just straight away was like, why are you asking me this? But you're not asking me anything about myself. He's like, sorry, I was looking for advice. Do I look like an agony aunt? Like, it was just ridiculous. I just thought, how could you match with a girl and ask that girl what you should do with another girl? Like, that is just, excuse my language, but F-boy rules 101. You don't speak to a girl about another girl, past, future, present, whatever. I just thought that was absolutely ridiculous. And this guy was like 31, so how had he not realized that by now? Obviously unmatched, blocked that person. The second instance, somebody messaged me, like you can instant match on some of these apps, and I just wasn't attracted to him. So instead of saying that, oh, I got lipstick on my teeth. Instead of saying that, I ignored him. I just ignored the message. And then he messaged me saying, you're one of those black girls who's self-hating and doesn't like black men. Whoa, this escalated. That sounds like a you problem, not a me problem. Like, and it just came across really aggressive and defensive, and I just thought that was really strange. Like, where has that come from, literally? The worst one, which is the last one, I've saved it for last. An Asian man messaged me. And within again about 2 minutes, he was like, I've never been with a black girl before. Fine, no problem saying that. It was his next comment. Are you guys black inside? I almost threw up there and then. Like, when you're just thinking, how do you even think of things like that? And astaghfirullah, like you're going to ask a Muslim sister something like that. And it just made me think, hang on, am I giving out some sort of message? Does my face say mug? Like, ask this girl for advice on other girls, ask this girl about her private parts, and this girl's racist. Like, how did these people come to these conclusions and think it was okay to have that conversation with me? And it started to make me feel like it was me, and the climate out there is just crazy. So I was speaking to a friend and she just like emphasized for me the importance of taking a step back. You are meeting and speaking to a lot of different types of people, some of them who have great social skills and some of them who have zero social skills, no idea how to talk to women, their own problems and complexes and experiences and insecurities that they then bring into these conversations and these interactions with you. And I think when you're having these interactions with people, it can be really intense, and sometimes it just becomes like a pattern. If it's not just a dry conversation, I call these basic ass conversations where people are like, what are you doing? How are you? What are you up to? I do this. And they only just answer the question given. There's no character, there's no humor, there's no personality behind their responses. They're literally just like an interview between you and them. Those conversations as well can be really like damaging because you end up just feeling like, is there anyone out there who actually is seeking marriage? Or are these people all just trying to find, someone to bang for the weekend or a little bit of conversation for the evening? That's how it feels sometimes. And I just realized that sometimes it's important to just delete it, deactivate it, get rid of it for a week. And that week, do stuff that's normal. Go out, maybe to meet up, speed dating events, matchmaking, speak to people that you know, and do it like the old fashioned way for a period of days, and then take your return back to the apps. Because I'm telling you, if you don't take a break, it can get really stuffy and you just feel like everything's difficult. And I'm sure that these experiences are had by brothers as well. I mean, I've had brothers tell me about sisters who are really materialistic, won't meet up unless you have this car and you're going to bring this present on the first day and blah blah blah. And I just think like it can be really disheartening. There's so many people out there that, you know, have their own issues and perceptions of marriage and relationships and how they want it to be, and that comes into the conversation. And I think it's just important to take some time and some self-care and know when you need to take a step back from the apps and delete it.